This episode is sponsored by Best Life Coaching Society.
Yeah. Listen, success is whatever you make it. If you want to be happy, you want to provide for your family.
Live.
You gotta put that work in, man. You gotta go get
Learn.
it. See, listen, this is what I tell them.
Serve.
I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals.
Inspire.
I go out and I go get it.
You're in the right place. You're checking out Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles.
Conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles.
Hello, everyone. This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. And today we have Tina Brigley. She's coming to us from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. She's a health and transformational life coach, motivational speaker, and, just doing some amazing things. A TEDx speaker as well. So doing some great stuff to impact and change lives. And so very thankful to have her on with the Success Chronicles today. Thank you.
Thank you, Chip.
All right, well, let's dive right into it. Talk to us about your life story, where you're from and, how it was for you growing up. And if you don't mind tracking that story up until now.
Okay, so going back, I had a pretty normal, I guess I say normal now, upbringing, but, mom, dad, sister. We had some kind of tragedies in our family, like most people. We all got our stories. My dad struggled a lot with mental illness, so that was a little hard growing up, and my parents got divorced. But I was one of those people that never let anything stop me. So I, went to university. I was one of the only people in my family of 100 extended cousins that went to university, and I got my honors in psychology, and then I became a residential counselor, a child and youth worker. I also went back to school to become a teacher, so I was a teacher for 12 years. And the whole time I kind of felt like there was something missing, and I didn't know what that missing piece was. I got married, and then I was separated. And when I separated from my husband, it was kind of a life-changing moment for me, because I have two daughters, and we spent every moment together. Yeah. My husband worked a lot. And so when we separated, we had shared custody. So here I am, a single mom, but I only get my kids a week on, a week off. For me, that was like the worst possible thing in the world, because my kids were my lifeline. So then I started developing really bad habits. I started really stuffing my emotions with wine. And let's just say I spent a year of having a lot of breakdowns in my life. And one day I woke up and I asked myself the question, who am I? And that question led me on a journey of self-discovery. And so for the last 2 years, I really dove into a lot of personal transformation and uncovering who I am and really getting to know me. So I ended up leaving the teaching world to become a full-time health coach. I quit drinking. I really got my life together, and I don't look back. I know that I'm really serving my life's purpose and passion. And for me, there's no greater reward in the world. So I always say to people, life doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. And all of my experiences, all of the things that happened to me in my life brought me to exactly where I am today. And all those life experiences make me a very approachable coach, because no matter what people bring to the table, I've been there, done that. I can relate. So it's kind of amazing feeling. And because I know so much about myself too, I see a lot in others, and I help them recognize their stories that they've developed over time, and teaching them that really you can have the life that you desire. You don't have to settle. You can have whatever you want. It's available to you. You just have to be willing to take the action to get it. So that's kind of where I'm at now. Just the last year has been extremely transformational for me. Just, I think about being a teacher and going to work miserable every day, and now living the life that I love, being a TEDx speaker, transforming hundreds of lives. To me, it doesn't get any better.
No doubt. In all of that you explained as far as your career, everything you've done has been servicing or doing is giving service and helping others. And, we talked about, off air, how fulfilling it is to be able to do that, and so, you also hit on, your question that you asked yourself, who am I? Do you think that people have to go through some things to really find themselves and figure out who they are?
I think you have to have a breakdown before you have a breakthrough. When you experience that breakdown, you have more appreciation for the breakthrough that you're about to have. Those anxious feelings that we label as anxiety and depression, I say that's your intuition saying, girl, wake up. There's something better for you. And for me, it took, falling into walls and waking up and saying, how did I get to bed, to realize this is not you. You're a leader. Like, put on your big girl shoes and step into your light. And I knew that I had it in me, but like the life circumstances, it was almost like I was having a pity party.
Right.
And then I had to realize, okay, I can stay in this pity party.
Yeah, let's go.
Or I can step out of it.
Right.
Like, what's really available? Once I come out of this, what's available for me? And it's a breakthrough. It's like the light goes on.
Yeah. Oh, with the music and everything. The sun rays coming in and everything.
And then you see all the signs. Like, I started seeing things. Like, I would pick up a book. I remember I had to take my library book back, and I had a bookmark in there. So I opened up the book and I took the bookmark, and the line that popped out right away was, "You're on the right track." And I thought, that is so bizarre. Like, what? Because sometimes when you make a choice like that, you wonder, am I doing the right thing? This is hard. Quitting a really good job for something that is uncertain, this is hard. And you have doubts. And for me, that was a little nugget of, okay, God, I'm listening. I'm following, and I have faith. I have faith that you're going to help me get through this. Whatever people believe in, God, the universe, I have faith. I have faith that it's the right thing. So I just pay attention now to these little signs that keep me like moving forward.
Right.
Yeah.
What are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
I think I moved out when I was 17 years old. So going to university, working, graduating from university, that was a huge accomplishment for me, because it wasn't easy to do that, working 3 jobs and going to university full time. My other big accomplishment are my daughters. They're amazing human beings that are just full of life and love. And for me, that's, it is an accomplishment, because I know that I'm helping to shape their little lives, and it feels incredible to be an amazing mom. My other big accomplishment, I think, is really following my purpose and my passion to become a health coach, and sticking to it when it was hard, and knowing and believing that I can do this. That's a huge accomplishment, to be able to get out of my head and rewrite the story that I'm not good enough. Because we all have these stories. Mine was, I'm not good enough. So recognizing that story and saying, oh, no, 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 put that aside. You're good enough. You got this. That's a huge accomplishment for me.
You know, lots of good stuff you hit on there. I think the biggest deal, like you said, is, getting over the fact, like, am I enough? Can I do this? That doubt that everyone has. I heard a speaker speak, one of my guys' good friend, Amar Vital. But the first time I heard him speak, he spoke to our athletes, and he had them take a selfie, right? And he's like, now look at that, that picture, that person right there, that person's enough. You're enough. And so anytime you have, he told him, anytime you have doubt, you go look at that and you remind yourself, hey, whatever it is you want to achieve, you are enough.
Yeah.
And just like you said, it's just a matter of deciding, that you are, and then putting in that work to get to where you want to get.
Absolutely. You wake up every morning with a choice. You choose who you decide to be. Every day.
You got me excited. Like
you can recreate yourself every single day.
Yeah,
who do I want to be today?
That's it.
That's it. It's a choice.
Yeah. It's that. Yeah. Oh, man. Woo. That's right.
You know what I practice doing? I practice, which is really hard at first. Try this one day.
Okay.
Stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself and speak to yourself like a friend. And say, you know what? You are beautiful, you are amazing, and you are enough. Really look at yourself. When you do it at first, it feels really foreign. But the more you do it, the more you believe it. It's crazy.
And that, and really, along those lines, that positive self-talk is everything.
Everything.
I mean, what you tell yourself is, like you said, your story.
It's your story.
Yeah.
What story do you want to create?
And it's a choice.
And it's a choice.
Yeah. What's your definition of success?
For me, success is really living your life's purpose and passion. If you can really find what feeds your soul and be able to do that, that is success. That's a successful life. Whether it's a career or raising a family or doing something for your community, if you know that you're serving a purpose and you're contributing, that is success for me. Being able to do what you want to do in your life, not what others expect you to do or what other people think you should do, doing what you really want to do in your life. That's success. Following your intuition, following your desires and your passions, and really stepping into your light and contributing to others, that's success for me. And it's different for everybody, right? For me, it's just knowing that I can make a difference and then making a difference.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
We overcomplicate life sometimes. We get so worried in climbing that mountain, and when we get to the top, we can celebrate. It's like life is a journey. Enjoy each step. Celebrate each success along the way, because you know what? You never get to the top of the mountain, because you'll get to the top and you'll realize, holy cow, there's another mountain to climb. So it's enjoy the journey, enjoy the ups and the downs, and celebrate your successes along the way every single day. Be grateful that you have an opportunity to create yourself every single day and do better every single day.
Simple as that. It's a choice.
It is a choice.
What do you think it takes to achieve success?
I think you have to truly know yourself. In order to make change, you have to be able to get real with yourself. We, as a society, I believe, like to pass the buck and give our power away to people by blaming them. But you know what? Sometimes there's a common denominator, And that's us. That's me. And I had to get real about that. You know, like there is one common denominator here. So I need to take responsibility for my life. I'm not going to give my power away. I'm going to own my stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to really know myself, because there are some things that, like, they're in our blind spots. We don't know. Other people can see things in us that we can't see. So when you get real and you turn those lights on, you are more able to change. And when you're able to change, you're able to grow. When you grow, there's no stopping you. But you have to be willing to take responsibility.
Man, you got me speaking in short sentences. Wow. Man. That's some amazing stuff, Tina. I think it's totally true. And I think, once you learn, like you said, looking at the person in the mirror and being the best you that you can be. And one thing too is, you and only you are responsible for your success.
That's right. Yeah.
And of course, you have to have help and all of that stuff, but it starts with you, putting that car in drive or first gear and pressing the gas and getting going,
Facing your fears.
Yeah.
Being comfortable with being uncomfortable and taking action. Like I'll say, hey, everybody, I'm doing a 4-week group. Join my group. I don't even have the group planned. I get people and then I develop it, because I know when I put it out there, I got to create it.
Yeah,
you just have to take that step, right? Hey, I want to do interviews. Just do it. Like, put it out there. Yeah, and it's action, and it's belief, and it's faith. Just have faith in yourself. When you wake up in the morning and you feel those anxious butterflies, we label it as anxiety. It's your intuition saying, just do it. Live your best life. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And you have to experience fear so that you can be courageous. There's no fear. There's no courage. Take a deep breath and just do it, whatever you want. And then deal with the consequences after.
Like Nike, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Life is short. We don't know how much time we have. I don't know how much time I have. I want to live every day to the fullest. No regrets. Action.
There it is. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles and giving us your energy and your advice and tips on success and what we need to do in our lives to be successful. It's very good stuff. And I'm glad that the people that you are with get to experience, from your experiences.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I really want to acknowledge you for doing this, taking the time to interview people and sharing our life with the world. That's pretty commendable, because it's awesome to have a voice and to share, because we all learn from other people's stories, right? And
it's amazing to be able to learn, and be better,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Bye.
Thank you to Best Life Coaching Society for sponsoring this episode of the Success Chronicles. www.bestlifecoachingsociety.com